Good evening, Mr. Sri Kumar, the moderator, the esteemed panelists, and dear friends who are watching this program online. I'm very happy to be invited as a panelist to the 75th edition of Rajagiri Roundtable Conference. I know that I am invited to this discussion primarily being a national awardee. I'm fortunate to be conferred with the national award by the Honorable President of India on 5th of September recently. I will touch upon the three areas in my discussion today. The first one, what is the criteria for the selection of teachers for the national award? Because the synergy of today's discussion is focused on teacher, and the award is the most important recognition a teacher should aspire for. Secondly, the role of a teacher as an academician and a mentor. Third, the challenges faced by the teachers in the technology-driven environment, especially in this online classes situation. Yeah, first I'll talk on the selection of teachers for the national award, because it might inspire the teachers who are presently watching this program, and they might also reach that stage where you all can feel happy. Every state, every union territory, and every independent organizations like Sainik schools, Navodaya Vidyalaya, Kendriya Vidyalaya, Ekalavya schools, CBSE schools have a specific number of seats or quota. For example, the government of Kerala can recommend 5 teachers for the national award. Sainik school can send 1 teacher. KVs can send 5 teachers. The JNV can recommend 3 teachers. Okay, so altogether the national jury get a total of 152 teachers for the selection. From this 152 teachers, the national jury select 44 or 47, whatever is their requirement, based on a presentation and interview. So this is the system of selection of a national award. My second point is on the role of a teacher as an academician and a mentor. As Sri Kumar has said, and of course as the earlier speaker, Dr. Sarvesh Naidu said, a teacher has to be an all-rounder, and I firmly believe that a teacher is remembered and loved by the children, admired by the children, not only because of his academic excellence, but the role he played in their life to make their life a little better, a little happy. I think more than the bombarding lectures we deliver in the class, children would remember if we help them score a goal in a football match, and teach them the basics of swimming, or help them to do a serve in volleyball in a better manner. I do not know whether other teachers will agree with me or not. I am not undermining the importance of academic excellence, but I feel that a teacher should go beyond the classrooms. Okay, so I'll go on to the second aspect of my discussion today. I belong to Sainik School, Karakotam. Sainik School, Karakotam is one of the 33 Sainik schools which are run all around India, all over India. And of course, people ask what is the difference between a Sainik school and the KVs or the Navodayas. Basically, Sainik schools are meant as a feeder institution for the National Defense Academy. So we have to make the children mentally tough and physically fit to join the defense forces. And then, of course, Sainik schools come under Ministry of Defense, whereas KVs and the Navodayas come under Ministry of Education. Keeping in view of the nature of activities in Sainik school, I made a vision. My vision, intelligence plus character, that will make a student a better person. Okay, I do not, that even the Sainik school curriculum is meant for that. It's not that academics alone. That's only a 50% of their learning. The rest of it is what they learn from the ground, learn from the other activities, the life skill which we impart to the children. Now, my mission, based on again the Sainik school department, mission NDA, we are supposed to be a feeder institution to India. So it is our endeavor to prepare the children to clear the exam and join the National Defense Academy. And of course, academic excellence is one important aspect without which they cannot reach their main goal of NDA. So that is my second mission. And all-round development of personality. I told you we have to make children physically fit and mentally tough to face the challenges of the world, particularly in a defense service. So we have to think of making children an all-round personality. That's why I said that a teacher has to go beyond the classroom teaching. And then, of course, the most important one, a teacher has to be a role model for the children. Because in a residential school like ours, a child at the tender age of 10 join the school and they leave the school at the age of 17 to 18. So this crucial period of time, they observe their teachers and they emulate and imbibe the qualities which the teachers display in the school. We are watched by them all through, right from morning till evening. So it becomes very important that we really become the role models. Some of the academic and non-academic activities I performed in the school, then my contribution towards the community, which is very, very important aspect when we talk about the work of a teacher and the criteria for any greater award towards the national level. Adopted a St. Andrews beach, which is very close to us, and we send our children once in a month to clean it. We collect a lot of plastic waste and then hand over to the panchayat member who will dispose it at their resources. Periodic visit to old age and restitute homes. We feel that children should learn, as Sarvesh was telling about empathy and sympathy, that we have to really teach them these life skills and these basic qualities which they should develop in themselves while they are in the growing stage. And motivation classes in local schools to join defense forces, because primarily I'm a science school teacher, so I am biased towards this aspect of giving little focus in our local schools to promote the interest of joining defense services. Then blood donation camps in local villages, donation to the Chief Minister's Disaster Relief Fund, supply of a oximeter to the affected villages through the municipal corporation, cleanliness drive in the state road transport corporation, and COVID awareness programs. Major achievements. I'm very happy to say that I was part of the 150 cadets who displayed a cultural pageant at Rajpath, Delhi in 1997, which normally a school in Delhi gets it, but that year we from Kerala got, and carrying a big number of people with all the costumes and then required items, traveling all the way from Kerala to Delhi was a great experience. And I organized a cycle expedition from Trivandrum to Kasaragod. I really wanted children to have what you call good exposure towards life. They should learn the life, they should learn the difficulties of life, and they should find happiness in it. A spirit of adventure and spirit of exploration that I did. I'm very happy that the people who joined with me that year, 20 of them, are all doing well in their life today. Being in charge of preparation for National Defense Academy, 150 cadets, my cadets, joined the Officer Cadet of Armed Forces during my tenure as in charge of India. The examination results, Achalavama Madam may also agree, without academic excellence, no one will be considered for a national award. So if you look at 90 plus was my subject average for social science. And my major achievements, I participated or I attended the pre-commission training for NCC officers at Kampi in 1992, and I was selected as the best all-round cadet and received the DG's Baton of Honor. Another remarkable achievement, I'm talking about the achievement other than the classrooms. 32 cadets of my school were selected in different years to represent Kerala in the Republic Day Parade at Delhi, and 8 of them were chosen to represent India in the youth exchange program conducted in various countries. And every year we send our school children for the Independence Day Parade at Central Stadium, Trivandrum, and where they compete with the other schools and other organizations. And 5 times our school got the best school contingent trophy. Then, as a housemaster, this again a very important and crucial role which a teacher has to play in Sainik school. I told you a child reaches the school at the age of 10. At that time, the teacher has to be a first a father for him. But when he reaches 11th and 12th, at the age of 16, 17, his attitude changes, his approaches changes, and there we have to be a guide and a friend and a philosopher. And all through, it's a very, very interesting that a child's growth is observed by you day and night from from the age of 10 to 17. So that makes our life also a challenging one, and we feel so happy though we have to do some extra work. We are molding them and we are engraving to a certain extent our name in their life. And that is evident when they come back to the school and they meet us and say all small little things we did during their life in the school. We may not even remember, but they say it was a great thing to happen in their life. Some of the in-service trainings, some of the print media, some of the work done by me. I think, I should not spend too much of time on this discussion. The trekking adventure training camp, going to Manali and Nainital with a sizable number of children in the school. Being the basketball coach, the school won a lot of laurels for the school. And then I myself was the gold medalist in the 25-meter freestyle swimming competition, and I could help a lot of children learning the life-saving skill of swimming. I was also the master in charge of karate, and 8 of them got black belt, and more than 600 of them successfully completed various. So what I mean to say is that the all-round personality development is what we look forward to, and probably these were the factors considered by the national jury while they awarded the national award to me. Okay, then I move on to the third aspect of my discussion: the challenges faced by the teachers in the technology-driven environment, particularly in the online education system, which was caused by the COVID pandemic. Yeah, like any other institutions, we also were able to overcome the initial hurdles, but then it was a Herculean task. The first challenge which a teacher had to face was to update ourselves with the technological development. We were comfortable with the chalk and pen or pencil or the smart board in the class, but when it became, all on a sudden, the teaching on Google Form or Microsoft Teams or Zoom, it was a different story. We all started with the Google Meet, then we switched over to Zoom. Then we found that Microsoft Teams is a better platform through which we can teach and then monitor the activity of children. Then sitting question paper in Google Form, preparing PPT, and then result analysis, all are new concepts, especially people like me who are beyond the age of 50. But then we overcame all those in a short period of time. Then yet another big problem we face is the poor network connectivity. Often we are not able to interact with the children continuously. And in many places, children are not able to attend our classes because they say that they have got poor bandwidth. We have children from all over India, especially remote areas. From Kerala, we have children from Attapadi, which Srikumasa will know, a remote area where children cannot access it. And it's a very sad state of affair that they continuously lose classes. But then somehow through the local support, we make some arrangement for them to have some special attention during limited period of time. And then the next issue is the lack of the gadgets like laptop and mobile. Again, people in the city may be able to find it so comfortable, but then in reality, people are there who do not have access to this. If at all they have access, they have a poor quality device. Then sitting prolonged time in front of the computer is a big challenge, both for the teachers and the children. And I find it much difficult. So normally we are given 3 to 4 periods, but as we find some of them are lagging behind, some of them are losing their classes in the regular period, we call them specially for a separate class in the afternoon or in the evening. That makes little fatigue, and it causes a lot of eye strain and headache and things like that. But we cannot live without it. We have to live with it. Then, as I said, the low bandwidth. Often children are found missing from the class. Often children join the class and disappear fast. And we always insist them to keep the camera on, but they say that if the camera is kept on, it consumes more data, and they will lose their total data very fast. So we are teaching children without seeing them. That is a big challenge. Teaching, I think we could never imagine this to happen, that a teacher can teach children without seeing them. See, when we see, there are a lot of things like the student-teacher interaction that doesn't take place effectively in this online teaching. And then there is a lot of non-verbal communication which takes place in the classroom, which doesn't happen in a online class. So that is yet another challenge which we have to face, and we are overcoming. Okay, then the assessment and evaluation. We do not know, to be frank, how genuine the results are. Children are very clever, they are very capable, they are technologically much more advanced than the teachers and probably the people who are making this system happening. We do not know how far they are genuine, and we cannot insist that the answer should be submitted in a specified time. Some people say that we could not upload the answers. Some people say that they have got their genuine reasons. So we can't say, we can give a very strict deadline for submission of answers. And who knows whether they are using unfair means. In this technological advanced world, they can do things as they wish. These are all the challenges which we face. But then, again, maybe it is for the betterment. We found that the results of CBSE and the results of Kerala State Board was much, much higher and better than the offline classes. The online classes results were found to be much higher and better than what it used to be offline. I'm not challenging the authority, but then these are some of the areas which I find as a challenge which we have to overcome. Anyway, this online class is a reality which we cannot run away. When challenges are there, we have to take it as an opportunity. And I think we, the teaching community, have been able to do our best to make it happen. And of course, the support given by the government, the support given by the school management, and of course, the support given by the parents community as a whole should be considered as a reason for successful implementation of this. But the challenges remain as a challenge, and then it is the individual teacher who will see what best he can do to overcome them. Sri Kumar sir, I think I have overshot my time, and I will wind up by now. Thank you.